Previously, on a fight for survival. Then, Canmore coughed. "We're under fire," I yelled back. "You may want to sit somewhere." The plane rolled sharply to the left. I looked outside of my left window and at my wing, and saw the problem. The end where the nav lights would be is missing. The plane careened into the Santa Cruz Mountains, heading 300 miles per hour. The redwood trees tearing apart their wings and scratching at the bottom of the fuselage. With the branches scratching off the paint, the plane slowly stopped, suspended in the treetops. Fuel was leaking from both of the damaged wings and was gushing to the ground. "Tutor," I said. "Here," she said back, sitting on the ground next to Canmore, who was laying down. "Canmore?" I asked. "Alive, but not good," she responded. "We should get moving." The fuel's leaking slowed to a constant dripping. The brown/yellow liquid seeping into the ground would make a spectacular and yet very deadly explosion. Canmore coughed heavily, and Tudor sent him against a chair. "Holy Jesus, what's happened?" he asked. "We crashed," Tudor chuckled. "Let's go," I said. "They're probably on their way." "How are we going to get down?" Tudor asked. I stood up from the captain's chair, and the plane creaked. "Don't!" Canmore shrieked. "We don't have any choice," I said. I began to slowly walk to the door, and the plane creaked with every step. I stumbled onto the handle, and I held my breath as I pulled at it. The hinges screeched as the door opened halfway, and the plane slid down a few feet. Tudor winced. I stuck my head out the window and saw that we were about 50 feet in the air. The redwood trees around us were holding us up, but the soft wood would give way at any moment. "Is there any rope?" I asked. "I don't know," Tudor responded. "In the back," Canmore said. Tudor crawled to the back of the plane. "In an orange and white plastic box, about the size of a loaf of bread," Canmore said to Tudor. "Catch," she said, and tossed the box at me. I opened it to see a flare gun, 2 flares, a box of 40mm bullets, an M9 Beretta, and the rope, along with other materials. I tossed the gun and ammo to Tudor, then tied one end of the rope to a chair leg. "That rope is thin. Are you sure it'll work?" Tudor asked. "It'll have to," I replied. I yanked at the rope, and it was securely fastened. "You first," I said at Tudor. She crawled to the floor and wrapped the rope around her belt. "Let me down slowly." She squeezed the rope tightly and slowly made her way down. The rope stretched, but it held. The plane creaked, and Tudor lost her grip and slid down a few feet before she stopped herself. "Okay, tie up Canmore, then bring him down. If he falls, I'll be his pillow," she said. I crawl over to Canmore and wrap the rope around his waist and tie it to his belt. "This won't be comfortable," I tell him. "This is war," he says back. I set my feet against the wall near the door and slowly let him down. I can hear him wince as the rope cuts into his skin, but he says nothing. "I got him!" Tudor shouts on the ground, and I let go of the rope. "Go ahead and pull it back up," she said. I looped the rope around my belt and tied the other end on a different chair leg, so I could pulley myself down. I grabbed the orange box and put it in my pack. Then I steadily let myself down about halfway. I hear loud talking and running. Bam! 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 Gunshots. "They're here!" Tudor screams. She fires back. Bam! 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 I sit there suspended 20 feet in the air, and I closed my eyes and clenched my teeth.